Hey all, welcome to my channel, Tell Bearing Time. Today in this video, I want to simply tell the tale of William Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew, continuity of Part 3. Let's get into the story. In Part 3 last, Katharina begged Petruchio, "Let us go forward, I beg you," she said. "If you call it the moon, it shall be the moon, and if you say it is evening, it shall be evening. And there are stars in the sky." Petruccio was very happy to hear this, but he wanted to make sure she would not change. So he said again, "I say it is the moon." "I know it is the moon," replied Katrina. "You lie. It is the morning sun," said Petruccio. "Then it is the morning sun," answered Katrina. "Whatever you call it, that it will be for me, Lord, my Lord." Petruccio still could not believe his ears. He wished to taste Katrina once more. After a while, they meet an old man on the road. "Good morning, young lady," said Petruccio to the old man. "Katrina, don't you think she is a beautiful young woman? Her cheeks are like apples, and her eyes are like two bright stars," said Petruccio to Katrina. He then turned to the surprised old man and continued, "Oh, young lady, I have never seen anyone as lovely as you." And turning to his wife, said, "Kate, why don't you get down from your horse and give this young lady a hug?" By now, Katrina was completely defeated. She got down from her horse and going up to the old gentleman, said, "Young lovely lady, you are fair and fresh and sweet. Let me embrace you, for you are so charming." And saying this, Katrina was going to embrace the old man. At once, Petruccio said, "Katrina, I hope you are not mad. This is a man, old, wrinkled, and faded, and certainly not a lovely young lady, as you say." "Pardon me, old gentleman," apologized Katrina immediately. "The sun is so bright that I could not see clearly, and everything that I saw looked rosy and bright. Now I see that you are an elderly father. Please forgive me for my mistake." "Please forgive her, old father," said Petruccio too. "If you are going the same way, please travel with us." The old man had by now recovered from his shock and could speak. "You and your wife have really surprised me," said the old man to Petruccio. "My name is Vicentio. I am going to Padua to attend the marriage of my son, Lucentio. He is getting married to a young girl named Bianca." Petruccio and Katrina were very glad to hear this good news. Then they told Lucentio who they were, and the three of them continued happily on their journey to Padua. In the meantime, Battista, after he had got rid of Katrina, had decided to get Bianca married. Lucentio was a very nice and handsome man, and so Battista had happily agreed to let him marry Bianca. When Petruccio, Katrina, and Vicentio reached Battista's house, they found that They were just in time for the wedding feast. Batista too was very glad to see them, and he happily welcomed them. After everybody had eaten and all the celebrations were over, Petruccio and Lucentio were talking to each other when their friends Argentio came to join them. Argentio, like the other two, was also newly married. After a while, Lucentio and Argentio started making fun of Petruccio. You poor, unlucky man, they laughed. Your wife is a shrew, and she must be beating you up. Look at her wives. They are so obedient and do everything we say. Although Petruccio did not reply to this, the two men continued making fun of him. Soon, Batista also joined them and started teasing Petruccio. I warned you, he told Petruccio. I'm glad you took Katrina away, but I also feel very sorry for you. Well, said Petruccio to the two young men and to Batista. I am not as unhappy as you think. My wife is not a shrew, as you say, and I can prove this to you. Shall we have a bet? All right, said Lucentio and Argentio. We bet 20 crowns each that our wives are more obedient. 20 crowns? That is how much I bet on my horses. I would bet 20 times as much on my wife, said Petruccio confidently. But Argentios and Lucentios were not prepared to place such a high bet. They finally agreed on 100 crowns each. Lucentio first sent his servant to call Bianca, but servant soon returned alone. Let's continue in part 5. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you all.